Yo, what is going on? We are live, back at it again. You know what to do, boys. Drop the stats down below if you want me to figure out exactly what you need to do and exactly how long it's going to take to get to your goal. If you want access to this plan, message me on Instagram or apply for coaching, link in bio. I can send it over. That is going to be the best way to go about it, 100%. But let me first see here what we got going on. Oh, it looks like my window captures. Why does it always do that? Ah, there we go. Perfect. All right. And let me switch this over as well too, so you can actually see how long it really takes. But if you put in your current stats, you know, that's really what it's going to show you. But only if you put in the stats. If you're starting out, you're like 20% body fat. If you lock in, you could get to 10%. I would say, well, let me see. Let me see real quick how long it actually takes to get to 10% body fat. All right, so let's see here. Say you're 20%, 200 pounds. £200, and you're trying to go to 10% body fat. Boom. 14 weeks. 14 weeks. Not too bad. Not too bad if you just lock in with the plan. But if you never start, you'll be stuck. You'll be stuck. And do you really want to be that guy? Flat, flubby, no gains? No, you don't want to be that guy. So the best thing to do is figure out exactly what your starting point is and then what you need to do to get to your goal. But what I see happening a ton nowadays is people just going to the gym, but not having actually a set goal, not having a goal, whether it's like a weight goal or a body fat goal. And you kind of just go with the flow, go through the motions, and you end up stuck. But if you have this clear goal, you know that you need to lose about, or you know you need to drop 0.5 to 1% of your body weight every single week, and you start hitting that, and you're tracking it, you're tracking the workouts, you're tracking the calories. Oh my goodness, bro, you start to level up. But you got to treat it like a game. You got to treat this stuff like a game. The same way you would level up and reach the tier 100 skin, or you level up on fucking Fortnite in the battle pass. Same thing goes with the fitness. Honestly, it's the same thing. You just gotta focus on hitting those numbers. But like, if you never weight train or you never track the weight you lift, then what ends up happening is you can cut down, but you lose your muscle mass. That's why it's so important to track your body weight, the weights you lift in the gym, and then of course the calories you're eating. And the calories you're eating is what's really going to get you to your goal. So if any of you want more help with this, hey, drop your stats down below. I'll figure out exactly how many calories you need and things like that, and how long it's going to take to get you to your goal. If you're trying to lose body fat or build muscle, I would assume most people probably trying to cut right now because, hey, it's summertime, right? You got to cut. You got to get lean. If you're not lean, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked if you go to the beach and you're not lean. It's going to suck. But it doesn't have to be that way, right? If you lock in now, you can easily see it's going to take like 14 weeks for somebody who's 20%. If you're higher, you're 40% body fat, well, yeah, sorry to say, It's definitely going to take a lot longer to cut down if you're 40% body fat. But it's better to start. I mean, you just got to choose your hard. It sounds simple. It's hard being 40% body fat. It's hard being jacked. Both are hard. Choose your hard. One hard feels better. You got to be that hard. Like David Goggins says, go hard. You're at 1%. 1% body fat. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way you're 1% body fat. Even Ronnie Coleman wasn't 1% body fat. Oh, man. What's your goal, though, Marco? What are you trying to get to? 1% body fat. And I'll be honest, once you get below 10% body fat, things start to get screwed up. Can be. Like your hormones, your testosterone. So I'd say really the sweet spot to be is 10% body fat. 10, 12% body fat. That's where you're looking good, feeling good. 0%. You're trying to go to 0%, bro? Nah, bro. You'll look like a skeleton. You'll look ridiculous. You just wouldn't function. Like your body you would just die. You just die if you were 0% body fat. What are you actually at, Marco? Drop it down below. Drop down your weight and your height. Is 23% okay as a teenager? I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend getting down below 23%. Especially if you want to just get leaner, or if you want to bulk too, it's better to cut down first before starting a bulk if you're over 20% body fat. Your testosterone, your hormones aren't as good. If you bulk when you're 23% body fat, then you just have to end the bulk so early. But what's your goal? What are you trying to get to, Jose? If you had to say your dream body fat. Anthony, you're 5'4", 120, but you're 14 backwards. Got you. That makes sense. Then if I were you, right, you'd probably want to bulk up. To bulk up. Let's see here, man. Yeah. To bulk up, you'll want to be at 2,300 calories, something like that. Is 13% body fat good for a 15-year-old? Yeah, definitely. Definitely, that's pretty good. 100%. What's your goal, though, 5'7"? Are you trying to get bigger? Because I would say you're definitely lean enough to bulk for sure. Like if you're under 15% body fat, you could definitely do a lean bulk and build a lot of size. And at your age, at 15, that's gonna be the best thing to do. As you know, you don't want to spend too much time. I know it's summer and you're probably thinking like, hey, I want to get lean, but you want an aesthetic physique. What do you think you need to do to get a more of a aesthetic physique? Do you need to build more muscle or lose more body fat? Or both? You can do both, but you kind of have to prioritize one. Bro, I'm 26%. I want to be in the military. Which body fat is good? Well, for the military, I don't think the body fat is going to matter too much. As much. It's more about, you being athletic, you having good cardio, you being strong. They're not going to really care too much about your body fat. But to be in a healthy body fat is under 20%. If you're over 20%, yeah, your testosterone is going to be lower. So if you want to get more healthy, for sure, drop down below 20%. Gianluigi, what is your weight right now? You're 5'8", 145, 13%. Should I cut to 10 or start a bulk? Depends how much muscle mass you have. If I were you, man, I would just bulk up. I'd probably bulk up. Yeah, you're lean enough. I mean, unless you really want to get shredded, 10%, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, and you might not look as good as you think you'll look if you don't have enough muscle mass built up. But if you're already somewhat, you're happy with the muscle mass you have, then yeah, definitely cut down. But if you feel like you're a little too skinny and you'll get even skinnier, then I don't know if it's worth going to 10%. You might just want to bulk up. No Life Shack. What do you think? Like, what do you want more? More muscle or leanness? I'm beating my journey on the cut right now with calisthenics, diet, and cardio right now. Okay, beginning. Yeah, let's go. That's a perfect way to do it. Calisthenics is great. I would, if you get really good at it, I would recommend doing weighted calisthenics. So if like doing a couple push-ups is too easy, start adding weight. Start doing weighted dips, weighted pull-ups. 5'10", 150, 20% body fat, 18-year-old benching one plate. Where should I be aiming for end of the summer? Well, that's a perfect place to be at. I would try and get to like 12% body fat. So let me put you in here. You're 150. You're saying you're 20. You want to get to 12. Boom. It's going to take you about 12 to 25 weeks to get there. Not too bad, not too bad. So that's doable end of summer for sure. How do you know your body fat percentage? Well, I would recommend just looking at these pictures here. And by looking at these pictures, judge it, and guess where you're at. No Life Shack, you're lean, you're working out for 2.5 years. Okay. Awesome. Then yeah, then definitely just keep bulking up, being in calorie surplus. What are you doing right now? How many times are you weightlifting, and are you tracking your calories? No Life Shack? Appreciate it. Got you, Heidi. And if any of you guys want this full Google Doc sheet here, message me on Instagram and I'll just send it over. And if you want a nutrition guide breaking down the best foods, because not only does, calories matter, like food matters too. I've got a full nutrition guide breaking down the best foods. Just DM me on Instagram. I can send that over. If you want to fast track your progress, you want a tailored plan, meal plans, workout plans, accountability, apply for coaching. First link down in bio. You're currently 23, 5'9", 200 pounds. I don't know, probably 30% body fat. Really? Okay. Then let's see how long it would take to get your goal. Do you have access to a gym, or do you just prefer doing calisthenics? Because if you have access to a gym, I definitely recommend, going to a gym. You'll make more progress. If you care more about muscle growth, then you'll make more progress doing some weight training. 230%. What's your goal though? What body fat would you like to be at? If I said 12, it could take you about 25 weeks to get to 12% body fat. Not too bad. But I mean, 12% body fat is crazy. Hey, what's going on, Jarek? Let's go, bro. Hey, Jarek, should I put you in for this? This is a calculator I made recently. So this will tell you exactly how long it takes to get to your goal. Let's see, visible six-pack at least 15 to 10%. Got you. Then yeah, then about 25 weeks. Or wait, no. Dominic, what is your goal? You don't have access, 25 weeks is not too bad? Okay. Yeah, 100%. Not too bad. And that's losing about 2 pounds per week or so. So it's a good rate, I would say. Malefe, you're 5 stone, 174, 35%, 41. You want to lose fat and gain muscle. Perfect. Okay. So at 174, 35%. What do you want to be at? Let's just say you want to get to 12%. Boom. If you want to lose 1% of your body weight, which is what I would recommend, That's going to be about 34 weeks. 34 weeks. But what are you doing right now? Goal is 20%? Okay, well then that'll be, you know, that won't take as much time. So if it's 20%, boom. We're looking, oh wait, you can't even see this. It's looking at, we're looking at 22 weeks. Not too bad at all. What are you doing right now? You're lifting 4 times a week. And are you tracking your calories? Appreciate the follow, Dominic. I can put you in bet, Jarek. Now, I believe you're at 188. Your body fat, Jarek? It's hard to say what body fat you're at. I'll say you're probably around like 20% or so. Something like that. So if you're, might be a little under, like I'd say they're like 18 to 20% or so, and you're like 188, right? 188. And if you're at 20%, trying to get to, let's say 12%, boom. Then yeah, then about 12 to 25 weeks is how long it could take to get to your goal. Not too bad, not too bad. 10% though, definitely a crazy amount. How can I join your program? Click the first link in my bio for one-on-one coaching, or just DM me on Instagram. But if you fill out that application, I'll reach out to you. That's going to be the best way to go about it. And then we can hop on a call, figure out your goals. The call is completely free, just to figure out, you know, exactly what plan works best for you. I've got multiple different options, Jace, but that's why we always do a call first to figure out, you know, the best plan for you. So it really depends on what you're looking for. So yeah, if you're interested, just check out the application and we can figure out the best plan for you, 100%. Because everything is tailored, right? It's none of this, it's all tailored to you, your body type, your goals. You're not tracking yet? Yeah, I definitely recommend tracking. If you want help with that, boom, calorie calculator. But like the calorie calculator isn't perfect. The best way to do it is get MyFitnessPal. But you know, if you're 5'7", 174, 174, you know, let's just say that, boom, then somewhere around 2,200, 2,300 calories or so would probably be a good amount. Let's see here. Can you do 5'5", 148, 155? Yeah, definitely. And Jace, what is your goal right now? What are you looking to do, Jace? Are you looking to build more muscle or lose body fat? Let's see, 5'4", 1. I'll say you're 155. 5'5", 155. Boom. Then yeah, then about 2,200 calories, 1,800 calories. That's where you want to be at to really get to your goal. It's not easy though. It's not easy. But you know, not only does the calories matter, the protein, the quality of food matters too, right? So you want to focus on your protein goal, having high fiber. Lalo, what's your goal? What do you want to do? Do you want to build muscle, lose fat? Same thing, Shorayan, what's your goal? What do you want to get to? You want to get to, oh, Lalo, you want to get to 145? Okay, bet. So at 170, I'll put in your calories. 510, 175. All right. We're looking at, boom. We're looking at, yeah, I'd say like 2,100 calories. That's going to be a good move. 6 feet, 280, losing fat, pretty strong. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Uh, 6 feet, 280, yeah. Yeah, you'll want about 2,800 calories. 2,800 Glock. And what are you doing right now? You're probably weightlifting then. Are you doing any cardio? Are you tracking calories? Yo, bro, why am I not losing weight when I'm on a 800 calorie deficit? Could be because multiple different things. How long have you been doing that for? Because after a while, your body adapts. Your metabolism will slow down and it adapts to that deficit. Now, you could also just be too low. Like, your calories could be just too low and you want to do a refeed diet break to boost your metabolism again. Or, there's other things like, are you getting 10K steps? Are you staying active? Are you sleeping good? And are you weight training? Yo, let me go next. Down 10 pounds, trying to lose 20 more by August. Let's go. Got you. Got you, Markiplier. What do you want to go? You want to do this? You want to see how long it will take? Tell me your weight and your body fat, Mark, and your goal body fat. I'm reaching 140, 130 grams, 900, 1,200 calories. Should I eat more or stay at those calories? How tall are you, Ziru? 5'9", 113, you need to gain size. Bet. At 5'9", 113. Boom. We're looking at 2,400 to 2,700 calories. That's what I recommend. What's your name? Flacco? Yeah. Go with that. 6'1", 224. Don't know body fat. Been trying to be in the 800, 950 deficit daily. Damn. Okay. Yeah, got you, man. And if you want a full nutrition guide as well, shoot me DM on Instagram. I've got a full nutrition guide breaking down the best foods, right? Because not only do the calories matter, food quality matters too. But okay, Mark, you've been doing the deficit. You don't know. Okay, well, wait. Judging by these pictures, what body fat would you say if you had to guess? Which body fat would you say you're closest to? Yeah, 2,300. 1,000 calorie deficit is pretty crazy. And that can work for a lot of people as long as your strength is good, you're recovering right. The main thing with doing these aggressive cuts is really about your strength, right? If you lose your strength, you're going to be losing too much muscle mass. And that's why I'm not a big fan. But if you notice you're completely fine, strength is still good, you've got good energy, you're sleeping good, then it's not a problem. All right, so you're 224, 30%. Let's just say you're trying to get to like 15. And you're 30 right now. 224. So that would take you about 22 weeks. 22 weeks. Not too bad. That'd be insane. But you said you're in a pretty hefty deficit, right, Mark? 33%, somewhere in between. Okay. You said you're doing an 800 deficit. Mark, how many calories are you at right now? 6 foot 210, 25%. You want to cut. What do you want to cut to? 210 at 25%. Let's say 15% body fat. You want to go from 25 to 15% body fat. Boom, we're looking at, yeah, like 15 weeks. That's solid. Yeah, like in a day, on average, how many calories do you think you're getting a day? %. Is definitely possible. PK, what are you doing right now? Are you doing any weightlifting? Are you tracking calories? Are you eating clean? What have you tried so far? 5'11", 250. 250, 25. Okay, bet. Between 2K, 2.3K. All right. That does seem a little low. 250. What did you say you were? Oh, 25%, trying to cut to 16. All right. Then, boom. Boom. This will be 14 weeks. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. That's how long it's going to take, Luke, if you lock in right now. You're doing 5 days a week, weightlifting, and 30 minutes of stairs. Okay, great, great, great. That's perfect. How many steps are you getting, if you had to say? Because the step count can help a ton. How should you track your calories? MyFitnessPal, 100%. And so what's happening right now, Mark? Are you saying that are you stuck in a plateau? Even though you've been in the deficit? How should you track? Yeah, always MyFitnessPal is the best way to go. What weight would I be if you cut to 116%? It says right here, if you cut to 16%, it's telling you would be at 215. Yeah, you need to be at 215. That wouldn't be too bad. But Luke, what are you doing right now? Are you weightlifting? Should you take a peptide? Don't do it, bro. Okay, hold on, PK. Are you weightlifting? And are you tracking calories? Do those two first. Okay, let's go. Weightlifting only. I'm going to buy a food scale. Okay, yeah. Definitely start tracking calories. Yeah. I would do that first. That's the biggest thing. Nutrition. Nutrition is so crucial. Why is upper body starting to plateau, but my lower body isn't? That is odd. That could just have to do with your recovery. If you're benching once a week, try benching twice a week. So adding in more frequency, lower your volume, but just adding in more frequency. Depends on I would like Joseph. Are you benching twice a week? If you want, I would try that. If you care about your bench press. Should aim for 200 grams of protein right in around 2K calories. What are you calculating? Markiplier. I'm calculating how long it takes to get to people's goals. How long it takes to get to their goal dream body fat, right? And this will tell you where you're at and how long it'll take to get to where you want to go. That's the crazy thing about this calculator. But it sounds like I forget what it was for you. How many weeks it was going to take. But yeah, Mark, if you want this guide or if you want a nutrition guide, shoot me a name on Instagram, and I can send you over the full guide breaking that down. Should I aim for 200 grams of protein, 2K calories? How tall are you and what's your weight, PK? Oh, you said you're 6'2", 210. That seems pretty low. Yeah, I don't think you need to go that low. I would say you could do 2,500 calories. At 6 feet, 210. It's saying like 2,500, 2,400. And I feel like that would be easier. You'd be easier to maintain muscle mass with that if you're just in a slight calorie deficit. Now, when you drop your calories down super low, it can be harder to build strength at the same time. You've been tracking with the Gemini? Wait, what's the Gemini? I haven't heard of that before. Is that a different app? You should hit my goal by August 30 if you stay disciplined. Yeah, I got you. Gucciele, drop your stats and I got you. I'll check it out. Grant, you're 5'11", 147. Got you. Well, here's the thing, Grant. Since you're working a ton, since you're moving a ton, you're gonna have to eat more, right? What is this site called? It's called the tdecalculator.com. But if you want the fat loss calculator, it's a Google Sheet. DM me on Instagram and I'll send you the Google Sheet. How much is the nutrition guide is completely free. If you just DM me on Instagram, I'll send it over for free. But now if you want like a custom tailored meal plan, custom tailored workout plan on my training app, that's where I do one-on-one coaching, where I hold people accountable. All of that costs money. If you're interested, just apply for coaching, link in bio. What do you do after a plateau, reduce calories or increase steps? Depends. You know, if you just decrease your calories, then I would increase your steps. If you already just increase your steps, then I would decrease your calories. But probably want to increase steps, you know, if you're not hitting 10K already, or doing some cardio. I'd rather do that if it was me. But let's see here. So I was gonna wait. Hold on. I was gonna do Grant. Grant is 5'11", 147. Trying to bulk up. You're probably gonna need about 2,700, 3,000 calories. 6 foot 188. 6 foot 188. Let's see here. Boom. We're looking at 2,500, 2,300 calories. That was Abdel. 5'8", 195 pounds, lift 5 times a week, and 30 minutes of cardio every day, 12 incline, 3 speed. Let's go. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. The cardio part is good, and you're lifting. The weight training plan is great. So what you need is the nutrition. That's going to be the biggest thing. Markiplier, if you want the spreadsheet, I got you. Just message me on Instagram. Do you have Instagram? Or fill up the application in my bio. 5'9", or 5'8", 195. Okay, let's see how many calories you need. Boom. We're looking at 2,400, 2,200. Kuche. You're good? All right, man. Good luck with the training, man. Go for it. If you get stuck, feel free to shoot me a question anytime. 66208. What's your goal, Twizzy? 642. 64245. Let's see. Boom. About 2,700 calories. Something like that is gonna be what you want. 59240. You do cardio after every session. That's pretty good, but what do you want to get to? Like, what's your goal weight, goal body fat? Kai Harris. Wait, you're 5'1"? You're saying you're 5'1", not 5'9"? Six foot 180. What's your goal? 185 is the goal weight. Let's go. Then yeah, if you do like 2,500 calories, you could get there. Okay, you're 5'9", then yeah, then 2,500 calories, definitely. Start with that for sure. But like, here's the thing. If I give you guys this, like, you got to make sure you're tracking your weight. You got to make sure you're tracking in MyFitnessPal. If you don't do that, it won't work, right? You have to be consistent with it, of course, and make changes. 6 feet, 180, let's go. All right. Then 2,400, 2,200 calories. Monkey. You trying to get to 165? Yeah. Oh, you're 6'1"? My bad. But still same thing. Like, that won't make too much of a difference. Yo, I want to lean bulk, but I need help figuring out a good meal plan that I can stick to. Got you, Twizzy. Yeah, man. Message me on Instagram, and we can hop on a call and figure out the best meal plan that would work best for you. But things like ground beef, eggs, Greek yogurt, fruit, potatoes, rice. And here's the thing, I'm not one of these guys who says like you only have to eat chicken, rice, and broccoli. You only have to eat no seed oils. Like that's just not realistic. You can still eat fast food and lose weight and lose fat and get to your goal if you're hitting the right macros and calories. That's going to be the biggest thing. You want to eat clean as much as you can, but if you need to, like, yeah, you can have fast food here and there, and you'll be chilling. What's going on, Prince? DM me on Instagram. You can't DM me on Instagram. Don't do it on TikTok. I can't send any like pictures on TikTok, but on Instagram I can send over, guides and things like that. 5'11", 180. Let's go. What's your goal, Dot? It doesn't let you DM me on Instagram? Damn, then, really? You sure? Try it again. If you can't, check out the application in my bio. And I could DM you. That is quite weird. Perfect, I've been eating clean. I haven't had a fast food in a while, and I cut out sugary foods. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's what you want. I would say it's just the main thing is the calories. Because even then, you can go in the opposite direction where you can eat clean. But if you're eating too many of clean foods, you'll still be stuck in a plateau. So yeah, the number one thing is the calorie deficit, hands down. But if you figure out that perfect calorie deficit, and it's something that you have to experiment with. It's something that you have to change. Like say you're doing this, and you get stuck. You're not losing 1% of your body weight. Then you gotta either increase the cardio, increase the steps, or drop the calories down lower. Or there's other things where you could add in refeeds and diet breaks. But most of the time, you'll either want to lower your food or bump up the cardio or bump up the steps. That's going to be the main thing that will get you to your goal. But like, yeah, if you don't make these adjustments, you never change. You'll just stay stuck with where you're at. You might be able to DM me on Discord. Yeah, try that. Try shooting me DM. And if any of you want like a physique evaluation, join the Discord. 100%. I've got a full Discord channel, Discord community too. 12K steps a day, plus baseball 4 times a week. 5'6", already 13% body fat. Let's go. What are you trying to get to, AJ? What is your goal? Goddamn, I need to update the link. What is going on, man? My Discord link is cooked. PK, what's happening though? You can't message me on Instagram? That's ridiculous. I'll switch up the link. All right, I'll check it out after this. That's so weird, and I gotta fix my Discord link. I don't know why that is. It's always broken. Sucks. 5'11", 180. What's your goal, Dot? What are you trying to get to? Not sure when to start the bulk. Ooh, okay. I mean, you're 13% body fat. You could start it right now. You could start bulking immediately and just get freaking huge. I know it's summertime, right? Everybody wants to look aesthetic. Everybody wants to get the six-pack for summer. But, like, here's the thing. I always say, like, if you don't have that foundation built up yet, then you'll cut and you'll be too skinny. So sometimes it's better just to thug it out and just bulk through the summer. Yeah, I would say if you're in your first 2 years of lifting, you're still a lean guy, then yeah, it's best to just commit to the bulk 100%. 100%. Let's see. And I always find that like bulking is always easier than cutting. Make sure the link. I swear I do it. But it doesn't. I swear I always click link never expire, but I'll check it again for sure. All right, yeah. No, I appreciate you guys all checking in and supporting the live. And like I said, if you have more questions, you want a nutrition guide, this document here, or you want to apply, join the one-on-one coaching, click the application in my bio, or DM me on Instagram. But I'm in it here. Peace, chap. Let's go. Oh, we got to fix this link. Video settings are too high. I'm cooked. All right, peace, boys.